A lot of people say they're moving to Wilmington, North Carolina, but half the time they're not actually moving to the city of Wilmington. They're moving somewhere in the greater Wilmington area, and that can mean a completely different tax bill, different commute, different insurance setup, and day-to-day lifestyle will be different as well. So let's clear this up the right way, because if you get this wrong, you could end up shopping in the wrong place from day one to find your home. So if you haven't met yet, my name is Dennis Murphy. I'm a coastal North Carolina relocation specialist, and I made the same exact move that you're planning right now. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see from out-of-state buyers is this right here. They'll use Wilmington as one big catch-all term, but Wilmington is the city. The area around it is much bigger. And if you're relocating here, you need to understand what's actually Wilmington, what's nearby, and what people usually mean when they say the Wilmington area. So let's start with the official part. Wilmington is a city in New Hanover County. The United States Census Bureau lists Wilmington as its own city with an estimated 2025 population of about 125,000 people. But when most people talk about Wilmington in real life, they're usually talking about the broader coastal corridor that sits around it and not just the city limits. That conversation usually includes a mix of, city neighborhoods, nearby beach towns, and nearby suburban or growth areas. Inside of New Hanover County, the main municipalities people connect with Wilmington are Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach, and Porter's Neck. New Hanover County's municipal links maps show those towns clearly. Then once you get into how people actually search online, talk to agents, or relocate here, the Wilmington area often stretches beyond New Hanover County. And that is where people start including places like Leland, Belleville, and Navassa and Brunswick County, and even parts of southern Pender County too. The Wilmington Planning Organization says its area includes the city of Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach, northern Brunswick County, southern portions of Pender County as well. So in plain English, when people say Wilmington, they usually mean one of these things. They either mean the actual city of Wilmington, the New Hanover County coastal towns around it, or the greater Wilmington area, which can stretch into Brunswick and Pender, depending on who you're having a conversation with. And that matters a lot, because if someone tells me, I want to live in Wilmington, I really need to know what they mean. So do they want a more central city setup? Do they want beach access? Do they want newer suburban growth areas outside the city? Or do they want lower density outside of the main core? Those are different decisions. Now, let me break this down the practical way. If you want to be close to downtown Wilmington, the hospital, the university, a lot of more restaurants and more of that city feel, then you're usually looking at Wilmington proper. If you want a beach town environment, then people often start looking at Wrightsville Beach or Carolina Beach. If you want to stay tied to the Wilmington job and shopping network but live outside the city itself, that's when places across the river or north of town start entering the conversation. And that's why the title of this video matters, because people relocating here think Wilmington is one thing that it's not. It's a city at the center of a wider regional footprint. And those different towns will come with different trade-offs in commute time, home style, insurance exposure, tax structure, and of course, everyday feel. So the smarter question is not what towns make up Wilmington. The smarter question is which part of Wilmington area actually fits how I want to live, because that's where the real decision starts. So if you're trying to figure out whether you should be in Wilmington proper, one of the beach towns, or maybe one of the surrounding areas that people lump into Wilmington, that's exactly the kind of moves that I help people sort through every single day. So let's set up a relocation planning call. Let's map it out the right way before you waste any time looking in the wrong place for your desired lifestyle. All my contact info is in the video description, and call me, email me, text me. I'm here to help. I made the same exact move, so I understand, your emotions, your anxiety, maybe moving here to a new place you've never been before. But guess what? I made the same move, so I understand it. Feel free to check out some of my longer form videos on my channel, where there's going to be a lot of answers to some of your other questions. I'd love to talk to you soon. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.